Hello, this is Dragon Tame 1400, and this is All Grown Up Season 1, Episode 5 review. The name of the episode is Truth or Consequences. And this episode was great. It was kind of like Episode 2 in the fact that I just let the episode take me for a ride. I think it's even better than Episode 2, but we'll get into that later. The animation of the characters overall has improved. I really like Angelica and a lot of the other characters. The character models are just changing. They're wearing different clothes and stuff, and I didn't think they did that until season 2, but it seems like they've been doing it even in season 1. It's just season 2 is where the character models get really perfected in a way. So in this episode we have like 3 plots going on. They're all great. Except for the third one maybe, because it's really not talked about that much. So the main plot we have is Tommy and basically his friends. So he catches them doing some stuff that on film that they don't want to be shown, and he sneaks around and he sees that, oh, this is his movie, this is his art. So they don't want to see shown, and there's conflict between them. And in the end, Tommy shows some of the footage, but also shows other footage because to really get a clearer aspect of their characters, not to show that there's like good and bad with them doing in the past. Now the secondary plot revolves around Dill and Mr. Pegmore again. And this is really good. This episode might be like before the last episode, but I'm just doing it like how they aired. So in here, Mr. Penguin is trying to really see what's like wrong with Dill. Like he's constantly Dill, and he's trying to figure out what's wrong with him, and it's not working out for Mr. Penguin. And then the third plot revolves around Betty and Phil and Lil's mom, and she thinks like something's out of whack with the astrology charts, and it's just that's what she thinks, but like we're not confirmed one way or the other that it's not out of whack or whatever. But from a Christian point of view, astrology is wrong. Like looking for answers in the stars of future events, it just doesn't line up with Scripture at all, and Scripture says to avoid it. So from a Christian point of view, I don't like that, but at the same time, I understand like it's just a movie, and same thing we'll see later on with aliens and stuff, but it's just a show, and they can represent it if they want. It's not confirmed in the universe that it exists or not. It probably doesn't, judging by the way things went. But anyway, so character-wise, awesome job. I really liked how Chucky. Well, first of all, I really liked how Dill defended Tommy like no matter what in his art, and then Chucky was kind of like, he wanted to defend Tommy. He didn't want to go against him, but at the same time, he did side with his friends, but he also sided with Tommy. He was kind of like that in-between character. That makes sense for Chucky since he's Tommy's best friend. Susie and Angelica, same thing, that sisterly rivalry going on, like kind of behind the scenes, behind what's going on there, and we get to see Chucky and Kimmy fight as well. So we get to see a little a brother and sister reaction between them two, those two fighting and stuff like that, and that they truly do care about each other as siblings. So I thought it was good. Phil and Lil didn't really play a big role. Their kind of side plot of the whole thing revolved around Phil doing the right thing with a grade and Lil kind of helping Phil out. So I thought that was all really good. I thought all the characters lined it up extremely well, and Dill especially. It was just really hilarious seeing him in Mr. Penguin's office, and Mr. Penguin like he showed him what do they call it, a Ross-Rule test or something, and what do you see? And it was just like, what Dill said was just hilarious. And then let's play like a word association. I'll say a word and you say a word that first comes to mind, hot, and then Dill says hot. It was just like the first word that came to mind was the first thing that he said. So it was kind of hilarious with that. And who else am I forgetting? Oh, Kimmy's character. This is like the one negative I see. Kimmy didn't want everyone to know that she watched the Dummy Bears, but it's revealed that she does, and it's just to everyone. And I just don't feel like it got resolved. I understand with Angelica, like her main thing problem with it was not wanting Savannah to know what she said about Savannah. That wasn't shown, but it was shown that she was mean, so I thought that lined it up. But the fact that Tommy's still showing what Kimmy didn't want to be shown was still kind of eh. And we get to see a little bit of Phil and Lil. They say, I wonder what would happen if we didn't drop Dill on his head. So how we would be. That was just funny. Like, we don't get really an explanation of why Dill's the way he is. It's all strange and weird. Dee Dee thinks that it's from Stu's side of the family, and I thought it was kind of a shaft on Stu. Stu doesn't really get that much screen time. I do like Dee Dee and Stu in the office, how a mother like protects her child no matter what, and Stu's just terrified of the guy because the guy's like a pro wrestler and stuff. So it was just kind of funny seeing that dynamic, seeing those two characters, and we also got to see Betty's character kind of wonk out and everything. So I thought that was all good. Negative of the episode, I mean, it's a kid's show, and at one point they mention Stu says to Dee Dee, I wonder if it's the hormones or whatever, why Betty's acting the way she is. And I don't know, I mean, that being in a kid's show, even though it was just like a side thing, yeah, kind of got to give it a little bit of a negative there. But the episode overall was just a great episode. The from a Christian point of view, the moral of the story is that we just can't like see someone for what they do right now. We got to look at the past, the present. We have to like kind of know who they are. Everyone makes mistakes and everything, and I think that does line up with scripture that everyone makes mistakes. I mean, if we look at like I'm gonna get a little bit into Christian here. If we look at Paul's story, I mean, he hunted Christians for a while, and a lot of it took him a while for a lot of Christians to accept that he became a Christian, and he like wrote half the New Testament. So I just think that's it's really important to see people for who they are, and like accepting that everyone makes mistakes and everything like that. So, and to forgive. So, you know, forgiveness and everything, and not. And Tommy's dilemma was he didn't want to like show it because he was feeling like he was betraying his friends. So I think the moral, the moral of the episode, not to betray your friends and everything like that. That's who the truth is, not just that one moment captured on film. And I think that's a lot of times people forget. And given like the current election, people see like the candidates of how like the other side wants them to see. If they make like one mistake somewhere, the whether you're a Democrat or Republican, the other side will keep showing that one mistake. So it's, you know, it's important to see people whole completely as they are, their past, their present, everything. So it's important to do that. So I thought it was good. Anyway, so on to the episode. Like I said, I can't really find anything wrong with the episode. It was a great episode overall. Good moral, funny. You know what? Let's just do it. I'm going to give the episode a 10 out of 10. That's right, a 10 out of 10. I thought the characters were represented very well. Everyone was there. It was just the animation's getting better. I thought the fact that they had 3 plots, they put Betty's plot tagged in at the end, I thought it was really good. Dill's plot was, as always, amazing character. Having Tommy's dilemma, it was really good. I thought it was just a great episode overall. So 10 out of 10. It's going to be rare that I give 10 out of 10s, but maybe not. I don't know with this series. So great episode. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye.